Good time zones, everyone, and welcome to Friday, take one, also known as Wednesday. I have 2 days off, so I'm going to enjoy those. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to cancel streams. I will be here anyway. So, welcome everybody to a very confused Wednesday, which is almost more fun to actually confuse the Wednesdays. I hope that everyone is doing well. Here I am to make your day. Dragon, I didn't know you were Mighty Mouse. Welcome in to everybody. I see that we have many people here, which is good to see. We've got a Frauke and a Blast. We've got a True Purple and a Shadow Sky, Glam Pixie and a Red. Welcome in, Chris. Yeah, Discord be pinging. And Blast is on a 255 stream streak. That is getting epic. Thank you so much for that, Blast. Days off, what is that? These are things that I take when it's fun to confuse the living heck out of the universe. Welcome in, Ritsu. And no stretch redeem from you. Your legs are still in pain. Oh no, Blast. Well, hail hydrate. I shall hydrate no matter what. 4/5 of the way to your Gordon. Red, that's fantastic. Keep going. We will gladly bring our Gordon in. I mean, we keep a decent supply of them. That sounds wrong. We keep a well-trained cadre of Gordons ready for appropriate naming and the completion of their training sessions. And there we are. Welcome in, Feg. There's a stretch as well. Let's see if we've got any. Ooh. And a stretch with very little Scots gone there. Anyway, I'll probably go shrimp mode whilst doing some work on this build. I'd hope that everybody is doing okay today. Technically fine, just the after effects of walking too much on Saturday. Apparently the effect sticks around for a few days. Yep, the human body is like that. It likes to wait. It sits and waits. And eventually it just goes, nah mate, you shouldn't have done that one. However, while we still have Roland Ravenberger and Frecky, I'm not going to work on tuning the race course. This thing is way too complicated and going to require me to spend some time going back and forth and forth and back and forth and back and back and forth. We saw that for an entire stream yesterday, along with a couple of running around being chased by Ravagers. And much as how that's fun for one day, I think if I do it for more, A, I will go crazy, and B, you lot will. So, I'm going to do a little bit of the tuning in the background. Possibly even take this whole world into creative mode to just figure it out. Might be able to take the entire day standing in your lab, but the moment that you have to walk for 45 minutes... Wee-oo. Yep. Different set of muscles. It's the way it goes. That is not my... Wow, that is not my ender chest. That is something I should have been very well aware was not my ender chest. What do you mean go crazy? You already are. Yes, tune it over the weekend, so is the race on Tuesday. It might be Wednesday. Tuesday is April the 1st. Tuesday is April the 1st, and there may be something new happening that day. Yes. Hello, Mad. Welcome in. Thank you for the check-in. Oh, no, sorry. Wrong cackle. It's not a bad thing. Something impossible. Yes. Isn't it Thursday? What? No, where's Thursday come into it? You've gone crazy. Highly recommend. 5 out of 5 stars. Bring a friend. It's better. Gone crazy. Back soon. I did not order sirens. Right, let's see. You can go in there. First things first, I apparently need to empty my inventory because it's full of mayhem. I was going to say malarkey. Crazy in love with his wife. Dragon, that is a very, very sane answer and safe for you. Those are for you, Blast. Aha! Yeah, well, they're in the wrong region. And we're already starting off with the Pokemon. We have an Ursaring. Ursaring? Basically, it's a giant pear with a pear. Oh, I see the brain and mouth interface is still a little bit incomplete. It is a bear with a ring on its chest. Welcome in, Kurt. A very tough bear. So, if anyone needs that Pokemon, do try and get it. Look at the pies that bear will make. It's a load of bearing. Are we getting into the load-bearing puns here? Or is it a bear of loading? No, loading of bear. We're getting very punny around here. Right. How many fireworks am I holding? I'm holding a decent amount of fireworks. That's good. I'm going to put this away, because otherwise I will lose it. Right, first things second, third things last, and some of this is ridiculous. Let's get rid of this bucket of water that I have absolutely no use for. Woohoo! Caught one. We just have to bear them. There we are. Right, now I can flatten those two buckets. That's... can I... Yes, that's good. You bring the rest of the puns. Yes. So, the good news is, in the background, while we've been doing all of that yesterday, at least one of these has gotten to a fairly decent amount of copperization. Copperization? Copper oxidization, even. So we can tidy up after ourselves. Which is just as well, because I'm trying to decide which building I want to work on today. Thank you, thank you. You'll be banned unless you're here the rest of the week. One of those is the right way round. Andale, andale, arriba, arriba. Yeah, words are optional. If I could manage words, I would probably not be as comical to watch as I currently plan. Wow. Hey. Ooh, hey, that one's done. And that one. Right. So, a needle pulling thread. Yes. La 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 la. La di da di da di da. I'm going slightly mad, 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 mad. The library. The library has not been built because the library is for the Frozen Archives, and we're working on that one at the moment. Mostly because it's just, that might be coming up soon. Away for a practice English proficiency test. Oh, I do hope you're not planning on learning from me, because my English proficiency is... What's English proficiency? Oh, that will be a bad one. You cannot blame a squirrel for failing that test. It's not allowed. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Sound like I'm attempting to start up a motorbike. Hardly. I'd be considered the golden standard. Golden what? The epitome of how to not do it. Wait, we need to be proficient in English? Yep. You're in issues if that's the box. Alright, I'm thinking of working on this building. This building feels like it needs working on. Because, well, it's kind of... Well, at a bare minimum, there's a roof that's missing. So, I think our starting point should be here. And then we should probably also fix the fact that this building needs an interior. I mean, it's the same building, but hey. Also, we need to work out what we're going to do with this entrance tunnel. Turn it into a building as well. So, given all of those elements, let's figure out where we are and what we're thinking of. What I do think we need... Yeah. Ooh. How much crimson do we have? Oh no, crimson would be in one of these. That's mangrove. There's the crimson. Not much. You're the one that's not native in English, Dragon. We'll have to do some weird stuff to prove that you can speak English, although it'll be much easier to have a conversation. Well, yes. Am I sure it's just water in my squeaky bottle of doom? Yes. However, I did have a 500ml can of Iron Brew Extra before stream. Oh, hey, I've got... Though you'd best hope that your examiner likes hearing about pufferfish. Uh-oh. Yes.
There may have been Iron Brew.
Yes. Unleash the brew. Ah. Dang it. Why did I make more stairs? I didn't need stairs. I needed slabs. Yes. And I've unbrew yet. What? Yeah, neat comment on that one, Falky. And Dragon is very much right there, Blast. For everything that we joke about sometimes, you are incredibly proficient at English. My voice matches no face your brain is capable of coming up with. It's probably best never to try and figure out what is going on in my mind. No. Actually, let's just start with the polished and work our way outwards. To look upon the great old ones is insanity. It's not. It is not insanity itself. It might bring it. Looking upon the great old ones is the equivalent of yelling, "Bring it on, dude!" And then sending an Australian over. Oh, no, hold on. If I do this similar to the other building, I should probably not be doing that either. Hey, cock-a-larn, hey, cock-a-larn, hey, everybody heard it. Right. Your first language is English, second is sarcasm, and you're still not overly proficient at it. Proficiency in sarcasm is, unfortunately, near something that they actually like to test on. Be lovely, wouldn't it? Right. What was I coming back here for? Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, what's up, Doc? This is going to be expensive. Yeah, I hate that. I hate the way that that's expensive that way. But that's the way it goes. Alright. Okay, Blast. Your English is better than your native language skills. Again, we have so many people around here who are far better at multiple languages. It's yes. Sometimes it's jarring because I am not good at multiple languages. As proven, I'm not even sure I'm good at my own language. Now, if you can ever figure out what my language is, other than confusion, that would be appropriate. Now, did I? Yes, I did, but I don't want to. Oh, they did make me learn multiple languages at school. I was just never any good at it. Officially, I'm trained in French, German, and a little bit of... No, that's it. French and German. But, as well as English, honest God. Unfortunately for me, I was never any good at those. Your wife is fluent at 2 languages, 3 if you count sarcasm. I consider sarcasm to be something that is entirely valid for being fluent in. The C coding languages. Oh. That is a different question, Veg. That is a very different question. A Scotsman that isn't fluent in Scottish. Well, I'm not sure that that's the sort of thing that they'd like you to be fluent in. These. I'm fluent in Summit. Nobody quite sure what, but I'm fluent in Summit. Really? Really? I didn't ask for rain. I think the other thing I'm fluent in is Grouch. Not sure if it's Oscar or otherwise, but I'm definitely fluent in it. Alright, let's go and have a nap and see if we can get rid of the rain. Whoops. Scottish in chat, and it instantly became Drake. I'm trying to work out if I want to dig this hillside back a bit and put this put the difter bubble. Your eyes perk up now. Your eyes perk up now for 2 different. Wow. Oh, it's one of those evenings. Oh. Hey. Your ears perk up now for streamers in 2 different fluencies. 2 different dialects, even. Nay. No alcohol, just large amount, just dangerous levels of orange. Squirrel in English. Squeak, squeak, squeakums. Aye. For those who aren't aware of why I'm saying orange, Irn-Bru has a beautiful orange colour. Something that can only be achieved with large amounts of dangerous chemicals. Yes, glowing orange. Good time zones, Raven. How are you feeling? And for those who might need it, we have a combi in chat. That is a combi. Brand new Pokemon available now. Artificial orange. Very, very artificial. Ooh. Well then. Let's see if we can get that. Frauke being absolutely amazing and helping us to work out what the heck we're supposed to be doing. Some of us haven't a clue. The rest of us still aren't sure. Oh, hold on. Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm not out of half slabs. Why am I thinking I'm out of half slabs? Right, someone's near lining up here. Oh, I know. It isn't artificial, the guys that make it a very real orange colour. Yes, that's the rust. Managed to work through the morning, then passed out for a while. Whoa, Feg, you got a shiny! You got a shiny combi! Nicely done! And Dragon also caught one. Sorry, Dragon. No shinies there, though. Now. Let's be nice. Shinies are lovely to catch. And if we're going to hunt anyone, it's usually a pufferfish around here. Sorry, Feg. Sorry. Feg? Sorry, Blast. Dang it. That's usually the other... I'm not usually the one that gets those two mixed up. It's so shiny. Yep. The shiny song from Moana is now running through my head as well. That one I'm definitely blaming you for, Feg. Utterly baffled why Blast and you are so often mixed up. Because both of you have a habit of causing mayhem at times. In different ways, obviously. But you're both here and... yeah. Yeah, what can I say except you're welcome for driving you crazy with the songs. What can I say except you're welcome when wondering what did you do wrong. You're welcome, you're welcome. Embrace the gremlin. Give it a good hug. Feed it after midnight. Right. Oh yeah. There should be another row of thingamies here. Really? I'd like you not to be there. Boing. Always remember, feed the gremlin. Feed the gremlin. Feed it so it's soft when it's after midnight. Feed the gremlin. Let it know it's not a problem. da. Right. How is that looking? Ooh. I think that's... Right button. I like that. That's nae looking bad. One of the problems I often have with these roofs is there's only one colour of this red. It is a bonny wee roof. Aye. Right. Now, as I say, what am I going to do with the side of this? With the resin not working there. Not with that red. The resin is way. Let's get some. I have a wee tad of the resin, but it's it's a brutal color. It is, however, a fantastic blend between magma and shroom lights. If I can just remember where I left it. I can't remember where I left it. Has anyone seen my resin? There it is. So, resin goes fantastically between magma blocks and shroom lights. Magma, resin, shroom lights. Even better if you actually have resin as a clump, because you can do this, and it then sort of barely even shows up on that one. Yeah. But yes. I think it was a comment about red as a colour, nay, red as a person. I suspect it'll also go nicely against red sand. Yeah, it's like holding a clump of iron brew. If your iron brew is that solid, Feg, you may have a problem with your can supply. Under the heading of, you can drink that. Some of those are color density blind, looks the same-ish. That's perfectly understandable, Dragon. I must admit, one thing that had crossed my mind earlier, and I don't know why, but I suspect it was possibly me reading a conversation elsewhere. I wonder if it's worth trying that. I'm just harvesting these because if I can get one of these down to the point where I can consolidate a little bit, I'd like to start another stack. Because I've still got 4 stacks I need to unwax. Annoyingly. Had a train of thought there. What was it? Choo choo. Oh yes. Right. Right. Early pretties mode. Options, video settings, shader packs. Why am I still set to 501? Who knows? It's probably a good one for me to adjust. Camera. No. Ooh, color grading. Ooh, useful. Not what I'm looking for. Derail is what it was, yes. I was derailed thinking about a conversation you remember from earlier. Yes, I think of many, many conversations and varieties of... Are we able to... No. Other... No. Interesting. Useful. Hello, TGM. Welcome in. Ooh, that's useful. You see, that's one of the things that Vibrant do hickoryness was English Scots. You can use it. So the new Vibrant colours or Vibrant lighting system from Mojang included pixelated shadows. Modifies the world coordinates on a grid to make shadows pixelated. Yeah, I wonder what that ends up looking like. Because I'm curious if that ends up looking like Mojang's options. Ooh, yes. Yes, it does. Now that's something I hadn't even noticed before. How are we doing over here? Ah, that is useful. Hello, Elkhorn. Welcome in. Oh, and these ones are... So that's something that Pixorus noted. The lighting in the Vibrant lighting from Mojang had individual pixels of stuff coming through through leaves. This supports it as well. I didn't realise that that did that. However, that wasn't what I was looking for. Much as how that was useful. No. I don't think it's possible to do what I was thinking of. How annoying. Okay. I might have to have a think about that one. Mojang. Thank you, Chris. I'll probably mispronounce it regularly, out of habit. Right. The reason I was having a look in there, I was... How to explain this? Choose your words carefully, Scotsman, for they will probably take a moment to explain. Hello, Footy. Welcome in. Hail, Hydrate. I agree, Frauke. I may have to turn that on permanently in the pretties mode from here on outwards. Did you have to rain? I didn't even want rain. And we have a stretch as well. Thank you, Shadow. Yeah, there we are. Little bit more Scots corn that time. Everybody drink now. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah. One of these minutes I will manage to have a train of thought for more than 2.5 nanoseconds. The reason I was looking in the shader settings... Oh, it really is fake. Even better if you watch the Red Hot Chili Peppers version. Are you? Oh, you are gay. Aging. That's good. The Red Hot Chili Peppers do a lovely version of that song. Still the best version. Yep. Something I was watching earlier was a discussion about how several films work fantastically in black and white. And actually, this was something that Dragon's comment about the color density blind issue had triggered a memory of. I was wondering if there is a way to set the shader pack to basically go into black and white mode. I do wonder whether or not it's possible to effectively do Pretty's mode in black and white occasionally. Because I kind of would love to see what that looks like. Notes down for later. Didn't realise anyone was brave enough to cover a CNC music. Yes. Look up the Red Hot Chili Pipers Feg. They are absolutely fantastic at doing rock on bagpipes. In fact, they do quite a lot of different music on bagpipes. It's not so much that I want it dark, it's that I really want it completely black. I would love it to be complementary reimagined, but in black and white. So it might be that I need to combine... You've heard of the band, didn't know they cover the track. What I might need to do is look into a mix. So combine the shader pack with effectively a texture pack that is black and white. But even then it might not work. But I'll have to have a think. And the vibrato, yes. Always look at important pictures in black and white. Same thing goes for color contrast, website contrast just. Yes, because it really can help with validating an awful lot of things against color blindness. Because if it works in black and white, it will pretty much cover any of the color blindness options. If I change my monitor settings to black and white. Ooh. I'd have to have a think about that one. Now may not be the time to trinker. I shall trinker with things. I'll have a think. And I will return at another time. I shall return anon with my my tinkerings. Welcome back, Blast. Quick glance, mode plus to do blonde. Not shaders. Currently over there. I mean, I'll have a look as well, Feg. But thank you for looking. Black and white version of default. Yeah, it is one of those things that for some reason has just crossed my mind. And thank you for the boop, Footy. You know how it goes. Occasionally, you just have to look for things. How does one confuse a pufferfish with a salmon? Some of us just don't. I was about to say some of us just don't eat fish. And therefore are incapable of telling the difference. I feel like that one needs to change. And then we'll just take out this as well. And apparently I could do with getting a quick nap in to get rid of the threlling rain. The fact that there are the options for colour. Je ne suis pas un poisson. Je ne parle pas tout le français, mais je ne comprends un peu. Oh, mais je comprends un peu. You would absolutely be the type that shoots a pufferfish and just leaves it as, oh yes, yes, yes I would. Insert French noises here. Something's not right here. I swear I had this problem on the other side as well. Yes, I did. Okay, that makes... There. Says the guy that left salmon heads in Lord J. Puffington's house. That's Lord Puffington to you. Ooh la la. Aye. Believe me, not all French noises are PG. Oh my! Lotus, welcome in, and thank you for the 3-stream streak. Meow. Meow. How are you doing this Wednesday? Lord Puffington III, Esquire. Yes, sorry. Must remember to get all of the Lord Puffingtons appropriate formal names into this. That is Lord Puffington III. How are you doing, Lotus? Please ignore the chaos. Actually, chaos is normal around here. And anyone expecting anything else is just gonna be confused. Oh no, not the tabloids. Well, tabloids are better than graboids. You didn't want the graboids. They just become a problem. You live for the chaos.
I live for the chaos.
Remember to feed your gremlins after midnight. And ye shall get all the chaos that ye deserve. Still haven't decided how I want to do this. One, two, three, four. I'm going to put this one here. Which means I also need one here. Here, deep in the mines of chaos, we find a Scotsman, a squirrel, carefully excavating to find yet more chaos. Let us watch and see just how much mayhem they can find. Did they mine too deep and find a Ravager? Did they mine too deep and find that clearly there was more hidden beneath? Right, at what point do I... Yeah, let's go with... Yeah, that feels like a good spot to put another one of these in. Throws in an Ender Dragon. How dare you throw an Ender Dragon around? Those poor, innocent, abused, Unhappy beasties. They are but a poor wee beastie. Have I gotten that wrong? No, I haven't. I got that right. Yes, I did. Extinct, too. You didn't have access to a Balrog. Not many people do. They're hard to find. Okay, this is starting to come together a bit better. I think one thing I really should do is sort out... Hold on, how long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wall. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That. Interesting. Very interesting. Considers reworking Burns into to an Ender Dragon. Poor Burns. Oh dear. For a minute, I read it as, why do you want to burn a dragon? Do dragons burn? Do dragons burn? And other stories. Just hit you earlier that the English proficiency test has gone from 2 months to 2 days. Time really flies. My words. Non-fire type dragons can burn. Ones with a poisonous gas can even blow up. Some of them will just turn into rocket-propelled dragon. But usually that's only if they're a swamp dragon from certain flat Earths. Or flat planets. Do be careful that you do not upset the Great Atuin. That's what was... At some point, I knew I was going to have a completely different design for all of this, and I was going to have some pet turtles holding underneath statues of elephants, wasn't I? Oh well, we'll just have to put that elsewhere. Dang it. I managed to build my way out of being able to put a Discworld reference in. I'm upset at myself now for managing to accidentally take away the options of a Discworld reference. Statues and turtles and elephants. Oh my! Anti-M! Anti-M! It's a Discworld reference all the way down! Oh no! Yeah, whatever. Scott, how much of the Iron Brew did you drink? All of it. Uses the Discworld as a frisbee. Watch out for the dog nebula. It'll catch this the Discworld frisbee. Is there a dog nebula? I feel like there should be a dog nebula. There's a crab nebula. Does that become a bit of a pincer attack? And we have a Shinx. Goodness. Anyone need to be Shinxed? Some desire to play animal well. Right, I'm going to pick up these. And move them over onto this one. Puffer hugs. Look after yourself, Blast, and have a good sleep. Right, that's better. Now I can bring out another stack of copper. For which we also need to de-wax it. Which one is that? Ah, it's a cozy. A cozy elkhorn. Aww. That one is cute. That one is very, very cute. I shall wax lyrical about waxing on and waxing off if we're not careful. Right. And the Shinx has been caught by quite a few people, including a departing Blast. See, managed to catch something on the way out. Clearly rigged. Waxing your modem will not make it go faster. No, but I probably should talk to my ISP about getting a new one. They keep muttering at me about the fact that the UK is getting rid of copper phone lines, and I still have one. I don't see the point in taking it out. It was installed by Bell himself. $9.99 will work. You'll just have to use a mobile for it instead. Or a digital phone. I'm very bemused by this one... this block. It's exposed. It's not waxed. It's just really, really slow at oxidizing. But... yeah, all of the copper lines are due to be removed by the end of 26, I think. So it's one of those things that my ISP and phone company keep muttering at me about. I think the pun for... Oh! Now that you've pointed out it's a pun. Oh, that really was terrible. Oh. Ow. That I'm in pain from that one now. Alright. That hurt. Alright. You'll never take the phone line away from me, Copper. Right. Okay. Let's think about this area. Now that we've got both of these with roofs on them, and things are starting to oxidize in the corner, quite happily. Don't worry, Raven. It took me far, far too long to catch as well. This, yeah. That was disturbing yesterday when you and I were so in sync that we both typed exactly the same puns three lines in a row. 3 lines in a row. All the puns are English. Scottish men will know. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I think I need to take this row out as well. I probably should take this row out as well. That's alright, I'm already down south. Unfortunately, I am way too far south of the wall, Feg. Particularly for my liking sometimes. Right. Let's have a think about this. Why do I even have these? Oh yeah, that's why I have those. Okay. Right, I know that I had one of these that needed extending. Make that 2. I always feel like this one needs to be 1 layer lower. Kind of feels a wee tad short. Right. I have an idea about what I want to do for making this into a closed building, however. So let's start thinking about that. And I can come back to things that I need to be offended or causing offense with later. Right. Probably caused offense by putting a single half stack of dirt into my grass block chest, but my dirt chest is full. It's worrying. I seem to always end up with at least 1 chest of dirt as a result of all of these builds. At some point, I probably need to go full whip and start building a mountain somewhere just to use up all the dirt. Oh, that's a dangerous thought. That's such a dangerous thought. I'm not doing it. And if anyone suggests scope creep, they can... No. No, 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 no. Okay. Right. Have I got what I'm looking for? No. 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 Could build a sky island to watch the races from. Interesting thought. Probably not, but it's a very interesting thought. If I do anything floating, it's going to be a blimp. I have plans for blimps to come into this world at some point. A Ravager-shaped blimp. No. That would be a balloon. But no. No. How about no? Why do I still have 2 eggs in my inventory? Oh, let's add it to these 2 eggs. They're good eggs. Hot air balloon. at some point there may be hot air balloons. I would like to get blimps into play first before I start going down the route of hot air balloons. Actually, no, I don't think I should be taking out this much. Also, those shouldn't be here. Which probably means I've goofed somewhere. Nope. That's alright, I haven't. What I do need to do is have a quick nap because darkness is falling and I need to sleep more regularly than B-dubs almost. Because I don't have this area fully lit up. Right. Here. Ooh, no, actually, these ones I want to do with something else. Probably. Floor started as well. It's useful having that staircase there. Wow. So many blocks in one place. Always end up getting that wrong. Okay, so apparently I need significantly more of that than I brought, or made, or even thought of. I love how fast this... Excuse me, I was trying to jump up on here. This starts to oxidize when you've got it stacked like this. And you remember to remove the wax from the layer below. It's that removing of the wax from the layer below that is one of those, oh yeah, I forgot that moments. Right, let's turn you lot into that, you lot into that. Yeah, see how we go with that. This area doesn't seem to be oxidizing. Which is odd, because you'd have thought that with me being over there, this area would definitely be the one that was well loaded, and thus getting all of the random tick. You'll notice on this there's the occasional fully oxidized block. I used those as seeders. I decided to seed my building. This is mostly me just tinkering with an idea at the moment. But as is common for me, I'm tinkering with an idea in real time. Chimkin! Is that chicken staring at me? Yes. Yes, it is. forget is that sheep staring at me. It's that chicken staring at me. Right. And we have, for those who may want it or need it, we have a wormadam. Sounds like a character out of a TV series or a fantasy book. Yeah, I don't have one of those. Oh, well, let's try and catch it. Nope. Goofed again. Good for the weekly. Ah, just as well I tried to catch it then. Thank you, Frauke. There are days it would be really... So, there's a channel on YouTube called Demon Rider that is one of the PCG... That can't be right. I had exactly the right number of fences. I sense a disturbance in the force. Like, Scotsman managed to have the right number of materials. The OBO is missing. Yes, the Demon Rider channel has a bot that will tell you when the Pokemon that have just arrived is actually valid for the weeklies or for the challenges or anything. It's really useful. It's only available in that channel. And Kitsune and Dragon both caught that. Well done. Wait. I hear... Good God, dude. You just walked straight into the shop. And just like that, he's gone. Dude, get back here. No, you don't have small drip leaf. You're not really that useful to me then. Ooh, mini observers, however. Ooh, mini respawn anchors. Heck no. Mini lodestones. Come back in 3 days. I'm waiting for 2 mods to update. Literally. I'm just waiting for 2 mods to update, you rotten little blighter. Ah, yes. I should probably mention that. And this probably won't come into play until next week, actually, at this point. 121.5 is out. Yay, new Minecraft. Which means leaf litter, cactus flowers, and all sorts of other interesting bits like that have made it into the realms. Into the realms of reality. I'm currently missing 2 mods from being able to actually fully update, and even those are actually what I consider to be optional mods, because they're for things that you lot don't get to see, which are based around management of a map that I keep in the background so that I can find stuff. So I will probably over the weekend consider updating this world to the new version of Minecraft, at which point we get leaf litter. Yay! Right, what was I doing? Oh yes, trying to build this thing. Now. Yes. Maybe. Yes. This area I might actually change my mind on. Let's solidify this a bit. Twitch, why are we buffering? Not a clue. I haven't lost any frames. And I'm still showing 6,000 kilobytes per second upload. So I hope that's it. So it might be a Twitch issue. Twitch, stop twitching. Are you ever going to age? Are you ever going to oxidize? Twitch threw back a player error. No! No! That sounds like a Twitch issue. Dang you, Twitch! Dang you all! You blew it up! You madman! Aha! That's what I was looking for. Yes. No company ever in the entirety of the internet has ever had everything under control. It is a physical impossibility for any company to have everything under control. Look, get out of my house. Look, if you're going to keep coming into my storeroom, I'm going to assume that you're part of it, and therefore something to plunder. The bigger they are, the less control they have. You know? Yeah, that sounds valid. Captain, say Captain. Don't need to do that block, but I should probably put some dirt in there. Because I'm going to seal this up and have a wall here. Part of me wants to say, the bigger they are, the faster they fail. Or the harder they fail. I need to think about that carefully. Got a plan for it. But I need to think about it. I also need to work out for the... Oh, barrels. That'll do. Yes. Barrels. Barrels will have the texture I'm looking for. Excuse me. Oh, derp. This one's one taller. Everything is barely under control. Right, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 7, 14, 4 7s, 28. 28 barrels? Oof. Expensive. Let's not. Oi! What are you doing in here? You better not be stealing any of my stuff and trying to add it to your inventory. I will not be happy if you're nicking my stuff, mate. Don't make me get angry at you. You wouldn't like me if I was angry. Right. Barrels. How many barrels have we got? 2. 2 is not 28. Apparently something got cut up. That looked painful. So lads steal one type of item, and that's dirt. Hello, Kibo. That's a dirty word, you know. Right. Which one of these do I have the most of? This one. Might have overdone this a little. Yes. This week on Maths with Scots, 2 does not equal 28. Next time, what does equal 28? 43 and 64. 43 and 64 equals 28. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Also, hey, Cosmic. Yes, yes. It's perfectly close to 28, isn't it? Actually, I wonder, would it be worth... Actually, that might work better. Excuse me. What way up are you? Oh, for the smeg of Gur. The smeg of Gur? Hey, True Purple, welcome back. I like that. That works. That gives me the sort of texture and shape that I was looking for, I think. Also allows me to blend things at the... But will it blend? Who knows? Here we find the Scotsman, hanging from the ceiling. I will put something in here in a minute. Hanging from the ceiling? That doesn't sound right. Really? I am not a piranha vampire gerbil. I do not hang from the ceiling by my toes and gibber in the corner. If you've not encountered the concept of the piranha vampire gerbils, have you even actually done any proper shopping on the internet? No. Right. I'm going to have to do these from the top. That'll do. That feels like this should be done like that as well. You've never heard piranha vampire gerbils? They're so common these days as to be difficult to get hold of. So common to be difficult to get hold of. What? The worst thing is trying to get proper rabid ones. Getting a proper rabid piranha vampire gerbil, you just they're so difficult to get hold of. Because the only way you can get them rabid is, wow, yeah, no, actually, that's a conversation from a totally different concept, and I'm not entirely sure that it's stream safe. There are an awful lot of conversations that used to be had on the on Usenet around alt sysadmin recovery, and piranha vampire gerbils were part of them. And we have a Todamaru in chat for anyone who may need to try and catch some. Good for the weekly. Thank you, Frauke. Rabbit, vampire, gerbil, piranha. No. Rabid. R-A-B-I-D. Not rabbit. Piranha, vampire, gerbils. They tend to hang upside down and gibber at you if you're not looking after them carefully, though. And having a piranha, vampire, gerbil hanging upside down, gibbering at you when it's really upset is quite disconcerting. I really wish I could... What? Now we get a gerbil Pokemon. I think not. Coinky dink. No such thing as coinky dink. Yes, that's better. Ooh, actually, I wonder if I could get away with using a little splash of red there. I know I saw some. Yes. Can I get away with a little splash of crimson fence? Whoops. Oh yeah, that's nice. That works. Yeah, that works nicely. That's the wrong block. That helps anchor those better. Are these dark oak or... yes, they are. Okay, I need to collect a couple more of those, apparently. And, oh, one of those. Oopsie. I have floating elements of my ceiling. Now, comes the section of I wanted to add something to here. Because this is only the outer wall. I want to put an inner wall in as well. Just to make this feel a lot more solid. The question is, what do I want to make the inner wall out of? I'm half tempted to say stone, but the stone feels like it would be possibly too much. Maybe not. Stone brick might actually work nicely on the inside of that. May have to replace those or rip them out, but we'll figure that one out in a minute. Yeah, let's try the stone brick. Oh, it's finally oxidized. Another step. Yay! That one recalcitrant block has given in and oxid. Guys, what are you up to in here? Are you trying to look innocent? Or are you just perusing my stores and trying to work out what you can steal? Get out of the way. Chest. Sir, don't make me set fire to you. And he immediately leaves the building. Who says you can't threaten them? He's come to steal all my stuff and sell it back to me. That's what I'm worried about. I really think he is. I reckon he's secretly trying to check out the competition. He's trying... you know what it is? He's price matching little Aldi stores. You know how if you go to a supermarket, they say they'll price match? He's secretly trying to work out how to price match, aren't you, dude? Grr. He's a secret shopper. I'm a secret shopper, and I'm okay. I work all night and I sleep all day. A secret shop for all the stores, and I don't know quite why. I've gone the lumberjack song in this madness time. Oh, I... Well then, I thought they were not going to be upset at me. That llama was just stood there for so long that it looked like it wasn't upset at me. That's the Christmas album B-sides. Yep. Oh yeah, this is the short building. That works. I like that. Better that of the D sides. Whoops, no, come back here. I may have to add a little bit more texture into that, but actually that's not bad. That feels pretty good. There's a couple of bits I'm not happy with. I may have to take out these. That's better. And I wonder if I can turn those into stairs or something else. That feels much more like a set of rooms now. Right, for our next trick, we work out how to do that over here. But first, we need to fill in these holes in the floor that I've left behind. You get to be that, because I don't really need to make you out of any material that is visible. Those are probably going to have to be swapped out. You see, that looks better in this building. I'm starting to wonder if the other building is a little tad short. Poor wee thing, it's a wee tad short. Yeah. That works. I'm liking this. Let's get some more stone brick, and I should probably cook up some more cracked stone brick. You guys still upset at me? No. Fantastic. You'd have spat at me by now if you were still upset at me. Either that or you're biding your time, lulling me into a false sense of a security that you haven't decided to be upset at me anymore. Oh, I put away my my minerals. Right. No, come back here. There, 18. That's enough to do that. Right. Right. Don't need those. Don't need those. Sweet headshot. Same, you know the feeling. Oh. Ugh, I've got another lead. I didn't need it. Lead me astray with that thing here. Right. Out of curiosity, how does this look with those walls? Oh, that's better. Yes, that's nice. That gives a fairly rustic feel to it, with the stone behind those. It feels like sort of heavily. So you know how you get the sort of trellis fence effect on some stable blocks. This is almost like a stable block that's been reinforced and turned into an actual building now. Turned into an actual building. A stable block is a building, Scott. Today on, Scott's just gets upset at himself sometimes. Oh, I was going to start doing that roofline. Do I have the materials for that roofline? No, I only have one anvil left. I was considering anvilizing this roofline. Somewhat similar to what I've done over on the Great Hall. Quite what the concept of anvilizing is an interesting one to me. I've heard of crenellations, but not anvilations. We've been given leave to anvilate. Oh, Meg. That actually needs to be there. Okay. Am I just inventing words now? Maybe. I mean, permission to crenellate is actually a word. And a concept. Permission to anvilate, that might actually be new than Scotsmanism. Right, while we're looking at this, let's get rid of these. Crenellations are used both in castle walls and ponds. Ponds? Why do you crenellate a pond? That feels weird. Because crenellations are basically where you put the sort of the zigzaggy type effect. Dang it! What the heck? I can't even remember how to describe it. the sort of stone with a gap between every other stone sort of thing that you see on a lot of castle walls. There are not many words in the Scots dictionary yet. Aha. At least one of those shouldn't be there. Do 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 do. Oop. Thank you for okay. See, that's the one problem with getting rid of a trader. You still have the llamas hanging around. Alright, let's or consolidate down a little. Wonder if I can get away with actually doing 2 more stacks. Leave it so... very interesting dragon. Thank you. Is there enough room here for the rest of these to be added to this one? Probably if I take that one out as well. Ooh, 16. It's going to be close. What are the odds that it's going to have an off by 1 error? Well, it would have done if this block conveniently hadn't oxidized. Yay! I have room for a second stack of copper to be added to my my David blocks. These are incredibly dense fields of copper. Right, muster and ember. I need to de-wax my copper so that now that I've laid it out to age or oxidize. Right. It's less the word hottie and just a picture. Subscribe to the Scots dictionary, know what it means. I'm unconvinced. Straight into Scots dictionary. Now, that kind of brings me back to a conversation that I was having with somebody else earlier, that I'm going to be meeting up with a couple of people at the weekend at the Final Fantasy orchestral show in London. And while some of them, or 2 of them I've met before, one of them I haven't met before, and therefore it's one of those, how the heck do I explain who what I look like so that we can find each other? And the suggestion was just carry a squirrel. Speaking of the devil, hello, Tor. Suggest they look out for some, this excellent hat. Yeah, I'm not planning on wearing a hat to an orchestral event. In before you meet up to, next to a squirrel convention. Ooh, that would be wrong and hilarious. Make a t-shirt with off by 1 on it in 2 days. Sure, they're just looking for the Witcher. Cosmic manages to trigger the distinctive Scots sigh yet again. Oh, I...
You're afraid of running your mouth.
For those who do need a translation, those are annoying elements of Scotsman realizing he still hasn't picked up the block that he needs to put there. Ow. Wall. Well, field of copper. Right, I need these back again. How can I be in your head twice at 3 a.m? That would suggest that there was two of me. I'm not sure you really want two of me. That's a dangerous thought. Hail hydrate. One wasn't enough. Right. And now for a stretch. Oh. It's a stretch for you. Things I shouldn't have said. Yeah. That's not a blunding. Okay. Behave. Hey, welcome in, Hunter, and thank you for the 60 stream streak. And does that mean your medal's arrived? Yeah, you're now one medal short of a full stack. A full stack? Full set, even. If you deserve a medal for how long you've been streaking, what does Raven get? Other than committed. You knew it had to be a remark like that, Raven. You knew it had to be a remark like that. I've just realised the Muttley medal remarks. That's for Muttley always wanting a medal from Stop the Pigeon, isn't it? Ah, you're getting the Aragon ones as well, are you? Okay. I didn't get those ones. You'll have to show us what they're like when you get them. Well, that's oxidizing nice and fast. Ba-ding, ba-ding. There's spaces for them on the medal hanger. Oh, you went for the full medal hanger as well. Nice. As you know, I made my own. Right. These, I feel, need to be changed. And then let's dastardly fall and splat whenever he doesn't get one. Oh, fiddle snarks. Okay. I love the fact that that's twice I've made that same mistake with the copper in that area. That means I need to make all of that copper. Which probably also means I need to do... Yeah, okay, I need stairs. Two. That's not enough. Actually, do I go for the phenomena? No, I don't think andesite would be the right thing for that. No. How about no? Right, you get turned into that. 21 is nowhere near enough. So it's time to raid yet another chest of these. I find it surprising that I've only got that many stone brick stairs. No, that's exactly how many I have. Okay. Not any in here. Or here. That's an empty chest. Okay. That really is all I have. Okay. I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you. You see, I've got the roof. See, should I be doing this? Or should I be... Oh, no, I know what I should be doing. Right, hold on. Let's think this through properly. What roof colour do we want? What ceiling colour do we want for the interior of these roofs? I'm thinking. Careful. Stand back. He's thinking. This might hurt a lot. I'm torn between spruce and oak. I think oak might be better. I think I need the brightness. Have any... Oh, dang it. Oh well, that's fine. I really needed those anyway. How did I miss that? Right, that probably means I need to take out... Yep. That's good. So we'll do this. Ooh, you need to change. Probably for one of those. I like the way that I've built this in one way and I'm already taking it apart and changing my mind. That's the way it goes. Let's see. This, however, I think should be these. Let's do the other side so that we can actually have all of this, figure out how this all lines up. It'd be easier if we actually had it all in one place. Do I do another half slab at this level, or do I do a bit of level? What I do need to do is fill in the ceiling. Otherwise we're gonna... Oh, that's... And we have a palafin in chat, for those who may need to catch one. Oops, get back here. Just remembered. Happy 20th anniversary of... Really? New Who is 20 years old? Good lord. Ooh, that would work nicely. Yes, let's do that. Gonna bring in that for the moment. And I'm gonna put a dark oak log down the middle. And then I'm gonna strip it. And then what I'm gonna do is take that out, that out. And I've still got some of these, so I can do that. That's nice. That works. Wow. Under those circumstances, Cosmic, what the heck's keeping me together? Other than sheer brute force stubbornness. Oh, I like that. That works nicely. Spite. Okay, I'll accept that. Squirrels, Iron Brew, and Rum. Squirrels, Iron Brew, Rum, and Spite. It's a dangerous mix. Not necessarily in that order. Scotsman. Bubblegum, twine, hopes, and prayers. I was about to say something that was decidedly non-stream appropriate. We don't get your hopes and prayers around here. Do I have any more? That's probably nowhere near enough, but we will sort that out in a minute. Oh, good, I do have these. That's good. I'm running out of that, though. Whips, chains, handcuffs, and candle wax. Oh my. That's decidedly oh my. Makes list for 3. Ahem. New. Not my preferences. Well, some of them are. Get this into here. Come on. Dah. Missed one. Ah. Dang it. You know, it might have been easier if I just put in some scaffolding. It's not so much a blushing Scotsman as a swearing at the fact that I keep placing things in the wrong place. Oh, no. There's me dirt. I was about to say, did I remember to take the wax off of all of that copper? Apparently the answer is yes. Oh, hold on. I forgot to pick up more of the polished basalt. No. Fourth time lucky. You'd think I'd learn where I'd placed everything in this building by now. Excuse me? We are not having suicide shrub, unexpected suicide shrub in the roofing area. Why was there an unexpected shrubbery in the roofing area? That sounds wrong. Don't worry, Cosmic. Nothing's well. Yes. Let's move on. Why is there a shrubbery in the roofing area? Also, was that the only one? Has Roger been visiting? I don't know. What? Roger?
We want a shrubbery.
Okay. And music now apparently is having one of those, excuse me, what are you doing? Moments. Roger the Shrubber. Uh-huh. Oh, I still need to finish putting in...
Oh.
Right. How dare you behave yourself? Right. For some reason, my brain is going, I don't remember that part of either the engine. But I'm fairly sure it's not either the engine. Holy Grail. Yeah. Why do I keep running out of the materials I need? Because this is not creative, this is survival. Ah, that would explain it. If this was creative, we'd probably have a distinctly different size world by now. God, I dread to think how big this world would be if this was done in creative. Actually, yeah, if this was done in creative, I think I'd have gotten bored by now and given up. But we've had that conversation before, I think. I don't work so well in creative mode, which is a bit surreal of a statement. I cannot be creative in creative. What? Speak English, boy. One must find it difficult for one to figure out what one is talking about when one is not sure what one is on about. That's nice. I like that. That feels more like a room now. That's the thing. I do prefer to... You don't like the inventory and creative, unless you're really missing something, you only see the hotbar. You can swap that. But it is hard to... you have to keep swapping back and forth if you want to do that. There we are. Oh, that feels nice. I like that. What I might do is... Oh, that'll work. Yes. Hold on. It's a shame there isn't a villager who sells anvils. I really could do with a villager that sells me anvils right now. I mean, the villagers will give you anvils by sheer dint of the iron farms, and that's how you get a decent amount of irons. Didn't I build an iron farm tower for this? Yeah, I need to spend some time at it. It's starting to run low on iron. Would you believe it? That feels wrong. Oh, the irony. Yes, the Temple of Irony is running out of iron. Dark oak? Normal trapdoor? Oak trapdoors? Or just leave it out? Actually, I think I might leave it out. Yeah. Yes, it is ironic that I'm running out of iron at the Temple of Irony. Problem is, I don't actually like to AFK. Ooh, hold on, that's wrong. I don't like to hang around and AFK in the world. I mean, that's why my whole this copper aging is going on right next to my build, so that I can actually age all of my copper, so that I don't have to AFK around it. That's not enough. Dang it. Wish there was a villager that bought copper and other that sold different wood stuff. That would be nice, mythical. Also, hey, mythical. Welcome in. How are you doing? I think what I need to do is get my copper aged and replace the blocks, the stairs of copper with blocks of copper over the top of these windows. Because that stair feels wrong. Why have I come up here? The set of stairs that I needed to replace are downstairs still. There. That's what was missing. Because for this, it's at least a solid thing. Change the fisherman job to something else. Create a cooper with the barrel. They buy the copper and sell wood and rum. We do not need a villager that sells rum. Can you imagine what would happen if we had a villager that sold rum? The iron golems would be at it constantly. Yes, we do. This is starting to feel a lot more like a solid building now. I'm happy. I'm really liking the way that this is coming together. Because earlier when this was, what do you do with a drunken farmer? What do you do with a drunken farmer? What do you do with a drunken farmer early in the evening? Push him in front of an iron golem, push him in front of an iron golem, push him in front of an iron golem early in the evening. We have a pan sage in chat for those who might need one. Quite why you push the push him in front of an iron golem. I'm not sure, but hey. Good for the weekly. Okay, thank you for okay. That's the Christmas album, Sea Shanties edition. That just reminds me of the one from a few years back of what shall we do with the Bernie Sanders? What shall we do with the Bernie Sanders? What shall we do with the Bernie Sanders sitting in some mittens? Photoshop him into pictures, Photoshop him into pictures, Photoshop him into pictures, try to make it funny. For those who don't remember that one, look it up. It was a hilarious bit on the internet. Right. Woohoo! Frauke and Feg caught that. I feel like I need to actually landscape that cliffside soon. Just to see what it looks like with that cliffside landscaped. Yes, because those words make perfect sense in that sequence. Well done, Scots. Would you mind actually being a little bit less gibberish proof to date? To date? To date? Ow. Just slapped myself in the head with a trapdoor. So next area of me is going to be a pirate area so that we get sea shanties. Oh, you can't go from those to chiseled? That's annoying. That might be an interesting use for the very on brand with my avatar. That is also true. So the Jurassic World area is very much the... how do we explain this? The cult of the explorer... Not the cult of the explorers. The Explorers Guild. And so the Explorers Guild do need... I mean, they're going to have... they're not going to be... traveling around in boats, though. They're going to be traveling around in airships. But we could turn them into cults. Ow! Sky pirates. Sky captain in the world of tomorrow. Yes. I do not need to set up a cult. I've got enough of those in this world as it is. We need a Ghast landing zone. That shadow is definitely something that I am adding into the concept for Jurassic World. To go alongside the air pirate ships now. Seeing as how we're just going to have to embrace that now that we've said it in the last 10 minutes. The Ghast landing zone is definitely going to have to be something we add to that. Have another place that the pirates that are stealing from my exclamation mark lore. Other place for the pirates that are stealing from my other ones. Yeah. Hey up. Speaking of stealing, this one is usually you're the other way around. Usually you dangle the llamas, not the llamas dangle you, dude. Come on. Do you have any? No. Why do you not have? Ooh, mini packed ice though. Oh, that's horn coral block. For a minute I thought you were selling sponge, and I was like, wait, when did you start selling sponge? tempted to get the mini chiseled bookshelves. Ow! Mini Pax's ice. Ooh, I like that lore emote. Proton lore. Nice. I mean, this world is slowly filling up with lore. I do like the fact that this world has its own standalone lore. That has been a... What was I coming back here for? Oh, yes. Chisel bookshelves. Sir, I wish to buy your mini chiseled bookshelves. Thank you. 61 of 64, 64 of 64, 52 of 64. Fine, you're going into that bundle for the moment. Right. What was I thinking? It's a question I ask myself on a regular basis. Every good world needs lore, so take... yes. See also the Cult of the Eye. Hail Hydrate! Oh, no, sorry. I've got the Cult of the Eye. You've got the... Have we both got Cults of the Eye? Mythical. Hail Hydrate. And a stretch to go with it. Oh, oh, yeah. Squeak, squeak, squeakums. I have a Cult of the Eye in this world, mythical. They are the ones that are... The Cult of the Eye are the ones who are at the Temple of the Eye and over at the Caldera. I'm just borrowing the cam account because we've realised that the Caldera is closer than I thought. The things that get sillier in this world. Where is it? I must be close. Ah, yeah, here we are. And now arriving at the Caldera. So, you will notice, as we arrive, the Cult of the Eye have their own temple. In fact, they have an entire city of the Cult of the Eye. It wasn't mythical that surprised me with it, Chris. It was Feg, and that was the one that is used for super fast build mode by Good Times with Scar. So that might help you find it. But yes, the Cult of the Eye have been around for a while. Oh, and there are hidden temples. For example, here we have one of the temples of the Cult of the Eye mythic. These have been dotted around the world since about 2 months in. There you are, Chris. That's the one. Howling by Luca... Is it Howling by Lucas Nocte, or Lucas Nocte is, the song is Howling? I don't know which. There we are. Right. But yes, we have these little temples for the Cult of the Eye. And the not so little temples for the Cult of the Eye. Isn't just the eye. There's more. That it started with the Archful Eye, and I mean, how about this one, Mythical? This is the Temple of the Eye. I love the way that we end up with so many overlapping things. I think it's a fantastic thing. But yes, the Cult of the Eye worshipped the ancient portals in this world. Until, in this instance, one exploded. Right. And Raven is unfortunately correct. We have pretty much reached, quote, 200 o'clock. Which is a shame. But yes, I just love the way that some of the ideas overlap. It's fantastic. I always thought it was. I always find it funny when these things happen. Mythical. Okay, let us head for Pretty's mode. And there we are. Ooh, I like this. This is coming together nicely now. Particularly now that it's got a full roof and the sides coming into it. That is feeling much nicer as a building now. Watchful Eye might be happy or mad at me for having another eye temple. They are separated by dimensions, Mythical. They might be the same thing, just in a different dimension. And I think that might be the far more fun thing to consider it. It is the same cult, just in a different dimension.
I'm gonna bring a cult from another dimension. Bring a cult from another dimension. Bring a cult from another dimension. Pay close attention.
Oh, that works. As now that the roof is in place, that really starts to fit into Madness World chapter. Yes. I still need to work out what I'm going to place in the area here. I think this is my biggest problem. I don't know what to put here yet. Look after yourself, Raven, and thank you for joining us as always. You are fantastic and amazing. Not quite sure what Ritsu's suddenly suffering from. Excuse me, would you mind loading the chunks? Thank you. Bobby's clearly having a moment. Oh, yeah. I mean, the random copper farm in the middle of this is a little bit disconcerting. That needs to be dealt with. But I think this has really come a long way today, surprisingly. I think I also need to decide how I'm going to close this up. Or if I'm going to close this up, because that makes a nice entrance tunnel. At this end, oh yeah, that actually might work nicely as an entrance tunnel. This one needs to become a building, however, and we need to start thinking of an interior for it. But I do like the style. And for those who might need it, we have a trap inch. I don't have one. Good for the weeklies as well. Let's get a viewpoint with this, with the Great Hall in the background as well. I am having great fun with making all of this try to be slightly consistent as a style as well. It's not easy coming up with a consistent style for something like the Pillagers. They don't have a lot of... well, we didn't have a lot to start with. So, building all of this has been an interesting challenge. Right. Let me see. I need to push this button. So that we are on the wrapping up screen. And I would like to say thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. It has been absolutely amazing having you all here. How about taking elements from wooden mansions, giant chicken statue, map room, libraries? I think we've mentioned that before, and I'm still trying to figure that one out, Feg. How I can do it. Quite why I want a giant chicken statue, I don't know. That one has elements of, huh? All right. Let's have a look. Who do we have out safer than a Ravager racetrack? Yeah. Many things would be safer than a Ravager racetrack. Let us have a look who we have out there that we can consider raiding out to make sure that we end the week on a sensible note. No. That might be an interesting one to raid out to. I don't think I've... Ooh, that, however. Right. Deep Sky Miner is live, but I have also noticed that Boicars is live and is doing a birthday stream. And that feels like a fun direction to send us. So, take a raid message and modify it with a birthday wishes, and I will send us all over to the fantastic Boicars, who is a very lovely supporter of many channels. So, I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where we will be carrying on with all of this. Thank you, Frauke, for the slightly updated raid message. That's fantastic. Right. Take care, be amazing, look after yourselves, and I will hopefully see you all again soon. Bye-bye.